Determine the domain and range from the graph. What I have is I have a graph of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. And in order to find the domain and the range, I have to figure out what the x values are for each point and what the y values are for each point. And what I should do is I should list them out in order. Now, before I do that, let's review what a point looks like. Okay, points are x, y values. The first number of a point is an x. Didn't mean to draw that little mark there. I'm just going to get rid of it. All right, so x is like the first number of the point. Now, in order to get the first number, if I'm looking at the points, if I were to go left to get to that point, that's going to be a negative number. So in this case, if I were to go left 7 to get to that point, it's negative 7. If I were to go right to get to a point, like if I were to go right 2 to get to that point, it's positive. In order for a y to be negative, you go down, and in order for a y to be positive, you go up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how far left or how far right I'm going to go to get my domain. So let me write out the word domain. I like to put things in order. So if the first number is going to be in order, I'm going to make sure I go left to right, okay, because it's going to go from least to greatest. So my domain is going to go from me going left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this first point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the left. And so the first number in my domain is negative 7. The second number in my domain is that guy, left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my second number is negative 6. Here's my third number, 1, 2, 3 to the left, so negative 3. Here's my fourth number, left 1, so negative 1. Now I'm moving to the right. So again, you start at 0, 0 and go right 1, 2. So my fifth number is going to be positive 2. And this last one is going to go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is going to be the last number in my domain. Negative 7, negative 6, negative 3, negative 1, 2, 5. And while going left to right, you get yourself your domain in order. Now my range is going to be my y values. So it would make sense that the smallest number in my range is going to be the number, or the point rather, from the bottom working my way up. So in order to get a range, I start at 0, 0, and I go down 1, 2 until I hit my first point. So my smallest range is negative 2. You're my second point, so I don't move up or down. I'm already there level with it. And if I don't move, it's 0. My third point from the bottom is that one, and the way I get there is I go up 1. So up 1 is 1. This is my third point, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So going up 5 gets me that third point. Here's my fourth point. Here's my fifth point. Go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm lined up with that. And so 6 is my second to last one. And my final one is going to be up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so it's 7. If at any time any of my domains repeat, or if any of my ranges repeat, I'm just going to write that out once. I don't need to say like a range is 0 and 0. I'm just going to write it out once. That didn't happen here. So that's what I do. I determine my domain and my range by going left and right to figure out my domain and down and up to figure out my range. Hope this helps.